Hello everybody, this is Stellarum back for another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. So, what are we going to be doing today? We've done some Thaumcraft stuff in the last episodes, or the last few episodes. So we've gotten quite a bit done. I've been doing a bit of stuff off camera. I made this mycelium. I've done a couple of things in the quest book. So if you look at Skyblock, learning to Skyblock, I've kind of completed a whole bunch of stuff. The workshop table wasn't even complete, so I went and completed that. I did the playing with dolls, the blazes, just a whole bunch of different things. And now, since I've been doing magical stuff, I'm going to stay in the same theme. Oh, one more thing I've got to show you. I've also been taking a look at my processing facility, so you can hear it going off in the background there. It's going pretty well. So I added a few crucibles here, so you can see that they're filling up somewhat. I think they're probably going to fill up a little bit. Right now they're still filling this drum up, but this lava tank wasn't full. So when I would look in here, there'd still be a couple pieces of dust to smelt, and it never quite caught up. It wasn't falling behind, but it wasn't quite where I wanted it to be. So I decided to add a few more crucibles just to up the level of lava production. There was more than enough from this one transfer node in any case, or cobblestone I should say. So I was able to up the lava production just a little bit and make sure to keep up with the demand from these two smelteries. So right now they're smelting everything that we produce. We've got these automatic sieves constantly running. They've all got like 60 pieces in there, and all the items automatically get shipped over to here. All the dust in the different ores are broken down here, combined, hammered. You can see that they're hammering away at it, and constantly shipping all the ores in here to get smelted. So awesome, it looks pretty good. What I've decided to do for this episode is get into a little bit of blood magic. So I've created a bit of room here, right beside my house. Well, I guess this is my house. I might want to put the door on the other side, because it probably looks a little bit better. Here, watch. Let's go over here, just kind of fly over a little bit. If we had the door over on this side, I think it would look pretty good, actually. But anyways, we'll see. I'll have to play with that off camera. I might change some stuff up, and we'll see. But for now, I'm gonna set up my altar probably over in this direction, probably right here. So let's go ahead and look in our quest book at the. Let's just open it up. Mystical Blood. That's the one. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need to do is create a blood altar and a sacrificial orb. So let's go ahead and let's go inside and we'll do that together. So that's how we're going to start, and then I've got something kind of cool near the end to finish it off. Okay, so you can see I've got a whole bunch of the stuff all ready to go. So let's look up a sacrificial orb first. I think this one's pretty easy. It's just a bunch of glass and some flint. I could use my auto crafting feature, but I find this is just as easy. Okay, so we have our sacrificial orb all done. Next thing, we're going to need the altar. So let's take a look at this. We need some seared brick, and we're going to need some stone. So I'm going to just throw some stone in a redstone furnace over here. So let's look at right there. We can just drop that in there. And then I think I have some seared brick kind of lying over here. That's good enough. Okay, so here we go. So we need the seared brick down at the bottom. We need that in the middle. Let's look it up again. then we need 1 piece of flint and 4 stone. So we'll do 1 piece of flint, and that should be almost ready. And stone over here. Perfect. So 4 pieces of stone, just like that. And we have our blood art altar. Pretty sweet. Okay, so let's grab that, and I think the rest we don't need. Okay, let's head over here, and we'll look up in the quest book. That's complete, so we can claim that reward. We get another heart. That's pretty cool. We've got some different tasks here. So the first one is to make a blood orb and a blank slate. So I think we can go ahead and do that. So let's set this up over here. And so how this works is it takes your life essence. So I can actually go and prick myself, and I get some lifeblood in there. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of keep doing this and make sure there's no mobs around, because that would really be bad. And I can do it. You got to be careful with that, because you don't want to prick yourself too much. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead. Probably the first thing I'm going to want to do is create a Divination Sigil. And I'm going to need the Blood Orb as well. So maybe I can just do a little bit more here. So we can do that. And then let's put 1 piece in there. So that stone will be turned into a blank slate, which we're going to need to use the Divination Sigil, or to make the Divination Sigil. Apparently I cannot speak today. Okay, so we've got our first blank slate. That as well is a reward right there, so we can claim that reward. Does it open up anything else? Not yet. How many rewards? Let's just take a look here. 6% completed. 2 completed quests. We could figure out from 6% into how many there are, but meh. Not in a terrible hurry to figure that out. Okay, so let's head back in here. We're going to need a weak blood orb as well, so let's go ahead and make that. To make that, you just need a piece of diamond in there. So let's put some more life essence into the altar, just like that, and then we can put that in there. I heal up a little bit. I think there's enough in there. Give it a little bit more just to make sure. And any second now it should create the weak blood orb. And then with this, we're going to be able to craft the first item that we need out of blood magic, the Divination Sigil. Sweet. Okay, so we have our weak blood orb. Let's head over to our crafting area over in here. Okay, so we need to make the Divination Sigil. So it's just a bunch of glass, 1 blank slate, and the blood orb at the bottom here. So 1 blank slate, a bunch of glass, just like so, and that's not it. A weak blood orb right here. So now we have our Divination Sigil. Sweet. Okay. So let's head over and I'll show you what the Divination Sigil does. Some of you may know what the Divination Sigil does if you've worked with blood magic before. So as I was saying, your life essence, when you click when you sacrifice your blood with the Sacrificial Orb, it drains a little bit of your life essence, your hearts essentially, into the altar. And you can actually measure that with the Divination Sigil. So right now there's 1200 LP in the altar. It doesn't change automatically. You need to actually make a sacrifice. So if I do another one, you'll see that it's changed and it's now 1400. So each time I click sacrifice with myself, I'll put another 200 LP into the altar. Sweet. So now I can look and I can find out just how much essence I'm going to need to put into different things. So one thing I want to make, and that's actually in the Thaumonomicon, but one of the reasons why I wanted to make this was looking in the quest book. You can look right here. Actually, I might as well claim those. Okay, so one thing I want to make is Bloody Scriveners tools. And the reason I want to make that mostly is for this reward here. It would give me 4 heart canisters that I'd be able to upgrade my life total. So I'd get an extra 4 hearts. So that's pretty cool. I do want to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and make the Bloody Scriveners tools. And how do I make that? And what are they used for, actually? Well, they're actually used in combination with Thaumcraft. So if I go under Apocrypha, I'm not sure if there's an extra syllable or something that's been cut off there. I guess not. Apocrypha. Okay, Apocrypha. Nice. So if I go in here, I've researched Bloody Scriveners tools, and I need a bucket of life. So I'm going to need to figure out, how to make that, and then I need a feather and a glass bottle and my weak blood orb, and then I do all of this crafting in the arcane workbench. Okay, so that's pretty cool, except how do I get a bucket of life? And I've looked this up before, so you actually can just put it right in the blood altar, just a regular bucket with 1000 LP, and it basically just scoops up all that LP into the bucket of life. That's pretty cool. So let's go get a bucket. I think I had one before, but I guess I must have used it for something. I think I used it in a crafting recipe. So, oh well. Okay, so let's look up bucket. And there's none here, so let's go ahead and craft one. It's using tin. Can we use regular iron? Because we got a lot of that stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and just drop this in the altar. Let's head over this way. Okay, so we drop it in the altar and we'll see the LP is being used up. So good thing we had more than 1000 LP. We don't need to worry about that. So it used up everything but 400 LP. So now we have the bucket of life. We can go ahead and craft the Bloody Scrivener tools. So first off, let's just take a quick look here. I do want to make sure, I'm going to just top off my wand here. I do have the upgrade, the research to make sure that I don't drain the nodes of the different aspects, but I do want to make sure on that. So you just want to double check that. If you're just starting out and you've got the Iron Cap wooden wand, I've got the Gold Bandit Great Wood wand. The Iron Capped one doesn't leave some aspects in, like it doesn't leave at least one aspect in an ore node. So you might want to be careful. You can actually zap a node of an aspect, so kind of make it less useful. And especially on this map, they're a little harder to come by. Okay, so let's let me just take a quick look again. So it's the weak blood orb, the feather, the bucket of life, and the glass bottle, just like so. So the feather, the bucket of life, and the glass bottle. And now we have our Bloody Scrivener's tools. Pretty cool. So that is that. We can go ahead and use the Bloody Scriveners tools. We can use them over here, and the reason why I say this might be a little bit pointless for this map is just because the research is a simplified version. If you actually had to do the research notes, it'd be pretty useful because you wouldn't have to constantly be replacing the scribing tools. But because you don't actually have to replace them for this anyways, they're somewhat pointless, but that's alright. Okay, let's go ahead and scan them. See if we can. We might as well scan all the things. Scan that. You I've scanned. Nothing to be learned. Okay, sometimes you won't have stuff that you can learn. That's alright. No big deal. Can you scan that? I have no idea. Nothing to be learned. Okay. We can go ahead and get an extra life, though. That's been scanned. The blank slate have not. I don't know if you can. No, doesn't look like it. We'll scan those. It can be learned. Okay. Let's get our extra life. So we end up with 13 lives. We can put the Bloody Scriveners tools in here. And then last but not least, actually we should make the Blood Orb. Try to scan that. Can scan that one. Pretty cool. Okay. So I think that's it for this stuff. Let's go ahead and just do one more thing. Let's claim this reward. So I'm going to go with the reward bag instead of the red heart canisters, or instead of the full heart. I got confused because of the 2 hearts. Okay, anyways. Getting the reward bag. We can claim that. And we're looking good. We've got some stuff open. We can start working on some different tasks. I am planning on upgrading my altar. Well, I mean, I need to for the quest line. But I'm planning to do probably not the self-sacrifice, although it might be useful to have it kind of get started. But I will plan on having a bit of a mob farm over here that can kill some mobs, maybe do that automatically and drain the life essence into the altar, just to try to get more life essence that way. For now, I'm going to go ahead and do, I think it's over here. Is it over there? I'm not sure. Look at baubles. No, it's not baubles. It's over here. Okay. If I put those heart canisters in there, or are those regeneration ones? They might be regeneration ones. Oh, okay. My health was regenerating. That's why it was taking so long. I looked at that and it wasn't working, so I was kind of wondering, but okay. So I've got a permanent increase of 4 hearts as long as I have those in that little section there. That's pretty sweet. It'll let me go to the nether a little bit easier, with a little bit more peace of mind. Won't die to as many things. I'll die if I fall into the void without my jetpack, but that's alright. I'm pretty much going to be wearing my jetpack wherever I go, just to make sure. But other than that, let's go ahead and open the reward bag and we'll see what we get. It's a greater reward bag, and we get gold or berry bushes. That's not too bad. I mean, we're not starved for gold. We're getting quite a bit from this this whole setup over here. But that's alright. Okay, so I think that's it for this episode. Oh, and by the way, I got some lanterns. Look at that. They look kind of cool. I like them. I might want to kind of move the door just because it doesn't look good over here, I think. But we'll see. I'll see. I'll play around with it, and I'll try it in different locations, and try. I might kind of mess around with the setup. I've been saying that for a while though, so yeah, I think that's it for now. I'll see you guys next time, and hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Please leave a like if you did, or comment if you want me to do something else, or take a look at another mod, or do a different quest line, or whatever you want. Just let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Okay? Bye.